Hey, listen, thank you, Kate. Yeah, Alexi Lubomirski has been behind the lens for more than 20 years, capturing some of the world's most famous faces. He's photographed covers for Harper's Bazaar, Elle and Vogue, plus undertaken countless photo shoots.
But perhaps most notably, Alexi was the official photographer for Harry and Meghan's engagement, wedding, and even their 2021 Christmas card. And he joins us now from New York. Hi, Alexi.
Hello, how are you?
We're well. Welcome to the show. I mean, the other day we saw Meghan posting about their 7th wedding anniversary, and way back in 2017, you were the one who shot their wedding. What was it like to see your work, reach that level of global awareness?
It was nuts. I mean, first we did the engagement, and I knew that it was going to get some traction, because it's a royal thing, but I never expected it to get that much attention. So it was a wonderful shock to have.
Hey, you've recently started a new series sharing the behind the scenes of some of your most high-profile shoots, like your plane almost crashing before working with Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt and Quentin Tarantino. Talk us through that. That's an amazing story.
Yeah, well, when you say my plane, that makes it sound much more exclusive.
Yeah, we'll run with it.
It was we were flying American. Well, I probably shouldn't say the airline. We were taking off, and I think some wind made the wings sort of wobble as we were taking off, and it wobbled so much down to the side that one of the wings caught a signpost on the runway.
Yikes.
And we ended up having a massive chunk taken out of it, but still flying for about 45 minutes. So then we came back, landed, and I had to be in LA the next morning at 9 o'clock. And we ended up staying in JFK, just waiting for another plane to come. And long story short, I ended up getting onto set at 9:30. Brad Pitt was coming out, hair and makeup, ready to be shot as I'm getting out the car. So as we're driving from LAX to the location, my assistants are getting all the cameras locked in and all the aperture and just guessing what the aperture is. So I literally grab the camera and an espresso as I'm getting out the car. And 2 steps, and there's Brad Pitt, and I say, "Hey, Brad, how's it going? I haven't slept, but it's gonna be great." and that was it. We ended up having this incredible shoot with them, and it was just, I mean, nuts. Considering I hadn't slept, it was a crazy day because usually you're dealing with one personality, right? So that's one rhythm, one vibe. And then you're dealing with Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Quentin Tarantino, who are just all so completely different. Brad Pitt is just the epitome of cool. Like he's walking around. I mean, he could sit in a plastic bag and just look super cool.
Yeah,
and then Leonardo DiCaprio is just in this world of calm. He's like the calm amongst in the middle of the storm. And then you've got Quentin Tarantino who comes in and he wants to know everything about what lens you're using and what's that car, what make is that car, and what lights you're using. And it was just insane. But one good thing was that when you are put under that stress with no sleep, your creative side of the brain takes over. And so you start making decisions that you wouldn't necessarily do usually, but they're more creative and more courageous and more fun.
Yeah, everyone's so different. Going from Brad Pitt to Angelina Jolie, you shot alongside her with some African wildlife for Harper's Bazaar. And here's another crazy story. You nearly got eaten by a cheetah?
That makes it so, yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, it was, so there was one shot, because we had these 3 cheetahs that were kind of rolling through the camp. And they were 3 orphaned cheetahs that the camp people knew because they had rescued them. So they were comfortable around humans, but you weren't allowed to really interact with them. You weren't allowed to pet them or anything like that. And so as we were setting up the shots, the cheetahs saw this action going on in the middle of the desert. So they just came over to investigate. And as I was taking a picture of Angelina for the cover, they kind of walking from behind her towards me, and it looked incredible. The vista, the cheetahs, Angelina Jolie, the desert, and but her hair kept blowing the wrong way across her face. So I was trying to get it right, and I was trying desperately to sort of create this image. And all of a sudden, as I'm looking at the hair and the lighting and everything, I feel this thing on my left thigh. And I look down, and there's this cheetah licking my thigh, and they've got like these really rough sandpaper tongues. So it's like this.
Oh.
And I thought, oh my God, this is not good. I might have a snack in my pocket, and how are they going to get to it? They're probably going to take a chunk out of my leg. And then so I looked at Angelina for help, and as I looked at her, the wind suddenly changed direction, and this beautiful wind started flowing around her hair, around her head. And I was like, this is it. Oh my God, my leg, picture. And so I ended up, like any stupid photographer, choosing the picture over one's well-being.
Yeah,
And got the picture.
Got to get the money shot.
you guys go to some extreme
right.
lengths. Hey, moving from your near-death experiences to some kind of intimate and personal moments with celebs who are, you know, extremely private people. I would imagine, unless you know them quite well, you need to build trust pretty quickly with them. What's the secret of doing that?
I think it's just being a people person and being a chameleon. It's kind of like, I always tell my friends, it's like sitting down at a dinner party where you're plonked next to somebody you don't know. And you've just got to make it work, right? And so you go in there, and it's like being a therapist and being a good ear and asking questions and really showing these celebrities that I'm not scary. Because I think when people come in to have their picture taken, it's scary for them. They're acting as themselves. They're not acting behind another character like they are in the movies. And so they come on with a bit of reservedness, and maybe they have some insecurities. So I go in there and I try and smile a lot, and I just ask them normal questions. And as I'm asking them questions in the first 5 minutes, I'm half listening to their answers, because I'm just asking them boring questions like, where are you? Are you working at the moment? Are you on holiday? Whatever it is. But I'm listening more to how they answer the questions. Like, are they looking at me in the eye? Are they scared? Do they feel like they want to play alpha in this relationship? Do they want to be treated like your best friend? Do they need me to cuddle them and to make them feel safe? And so you have to get that really quickly. And then I go out into the set and I become that person for the rest of the day. Yeah. So some people just want to be treated like the Queen of England, and other people want to be treated like your best friend. Some people want rude jokes. Some people want to talk about their newborn baby. And if that's what it is, I'll talk about diapers all day long, or, you know, or tell rude jokes all day long. Whatever it is to make them trust me, that I've heard them, and then they are willing to offer themselves to me.
Well, you certainly know how to get the magic, Alexi. Thank you so much. They're wonderful stories, mate. We've really appreciated
Thank you very much.
having you on the show, sir.
Thank you, Alexi.